in England.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I wanted to show that comparison between the two. Just the background on who we are. Can I ask just very quickly how many non-Muslims are here in the audience today? Just put your hand up if you're not a Muslim. Any non-Muslims? Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10? What 10? Okay, good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce you to our colleague Muhammad Tim, who's also part of this organization, who is born and brought up in Newcastle in England, and he's going to share with you his story, his journey to Islam. Okay.
Why is this happening to me? I moved from middle school, which you guys call mutawassita here, to high school, which you guys call thanawiyya. So I was going this transition between the madrasa mutawassita and the madrasa thanawiyya, between middle school and between high school. And during this time we used to have religious education lessons. And in England, when you learn about religious education, you have to learn about all the different religions. I was very, very, very interested in religion. I honestly thought that religion, I was a person, I wasn't inclined towards atheism. I really believed that there was a God. I didn't know who God was, but I knew, I felt very strongly in my heart that there was a God. But I wanted to ask myself, where is this guidance? How am I going to find out? What am I doing here? What is my purpose in life? Why are things happening to me? Why am I me? And so when I started to ask these questions, I started to look at religion, maybe that religion has the answer. So to say that religion has the answer, I said, you know, I'm not going to be closed-minded. And I think that's very important. When people listen to other people's stories, when people have a dialogue, when people talk to each other, that people are as open-minded as possible. So that can say that it has such perfection and such completeness as Islam, and that's something which really, really struck me, you know, more than anything. So, like I said, that was my story. It was the shorter version because I know our time is short. But what I hope that it, you know, it kind of opens people's minds a little bit. I hope that it encourages the non-Muslims who are here today to pick up a copy of the Quran, and that's kind of my story and my advice. And now what I would like to do is to pass it over to my colleague Sahil, and he's going to explain a little bit about the basics of what Islam is and what Islam
teaches. You've heard the story
us.
about how Brother Muhammad came to Islam and how he became Muslim. What I'm going to do is basically give you a little bit more information about what Islam is. What does Islam teach? The first thing, as Muhammad mentioned, was the belief in God. Just from a show of hands, how many of you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Okay. As Muslims, we believe in God. We believe in one God. It made this shape over the years, 500 years, 1,000 years. Who would believe me? Would you believe me? No, of course not. So how did this come about? Somebody made it. Somebody made it. We don't know who. But we know there was someone who made it. I didn't see the person who made this. But we know there was someone. Now look at ourselves. Look at us. Look at our eyes. How our eyes work. How our heart works. How our brain works. Better than any computer, our brain is better than any computer. Who made this?
Okay, we've got 6. We've got 6 non-Muslims who kept their hand up, who said they believe in one God. Did you believe that Muhammad could be a prophet of God?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So non-Muslims, only non-Muslims. What is stopping you from being a Muslim now? Really, you're already a Muslim. Because you believe in your heart that there is one God. You believe in your heart that there are messengers of God, like Abraham, like Moses, like Jesus, like Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muhammad, Rasulullah. Well done, you guys are Muslim. Well done. Welcome to our family of 1.6 billion.